One more tension. All right, let's. All right. For simplicity's sake, let's divide up two different types of engines. You have leverage engines, so I'd have a fulcrum here at his elbow and then a lever at his wrist, okay, and I push and pull. And it works. It generates energy to overcome resistance, either in the shape of his mass or in his counter, his martial counter. It works, okay? That's one type of engine. I'm going to say that's an external material engine, okay? Another type of engine is, let's say he has momentum and inertia going this way. So you don't lean or anything, just shiko that way. There you go, and his arm's going forward, okay? So his arm's going forward, go ahead, and I'm gonna take it over here, utilizing that energy and inertia, and even without the elbow, you get the same result, okay? I am going to, for simplicity's sake, call that an energetic engine. I am not implying there's no energy in the fulcrum lever, but it is not functioning through a fulcrum lever, okay? And it's not really functioning materially either, because I'm controlling the elbow by allowing the energy, the inertia, and the momentum to go forward. I don't need a fulcrum on the elbow, okay? So, as he's going forward, I could put that on the elbow, but I'm not cranking it. So like, for example, Ikkyo, he pushes. Ikkyo Ura looks like that too, but I'm not shoving that down. You can have Ikkyo Ura where you're here and you're just doing fulcrum lever stuff, okay? Let's go to Irimi Nage. So let's have you be over here facing the other way. Come on over here, just right there. And you're going to do the kazushi. You can use, basically, a mechanical fulcrum lever engine. Here I grab at the collar, okay? That's my lever. And then his feet is the fulcrum, and so I pull and turn. Same this way. I'm using his feet, and I pull and turn. The placement on the collar is not relevant. You could do the same thing, pull and turn. If you're up on the neck. It's not relevant whether you're on the jaw, that doesn't matter. Pull and turn. Those are all material fulcrum lever engines. Face that way again. An energetic engine would be, I want you just to slowly travel that way in Shiko. Let me see you do it first. Slowly travel that way in Shiko. Okay? Is I hold, he slowly goes. And because he's going that way, eventually his feet move forward of his head and he falls the same way. So in the fulcrum engine lever, his feet stayed still because that's my fulcrum, and I pulled his head this way. In the energetic engine, I had his feet go forward, and I kept his head still. In this engine, there's some benefits to this, okay? In this fulcrum lever engine, even though you generate, theoretically, a mechanical advantage relevant to you, that advantage might not be strong enough to pull someone over. Just like you might have too short a lever to move X size of boulder if you're trying to pry it, okay? So if he's really strong, he's going that way, and he's moving me now, not the other way around, okay? you will be more efficient if you just hold the head still, because I'm not trying to move the head. I hold the head still, and then he moves. So I'm only moving a corner of it. It'll take less output from me, okay? Second advantage, or let's say second disadvantage of these pulling techniques is that nothing actually turns the guy. I never expose the back. What happens is choreography kicks in and he turns himself. But if he's just there and I pull back, he would just rock like that. And I want to expose the back in Irimi Nage. If we're doing Irimi Nage, I want to expose the back. I don't want to hide the back. So now what I'm going to do, go slow. He's going to go forward, and I'll tell you when to stop. There, I already got a slight turn on him. He's not pointing exactly straight. Camera moves wherever you can see that little deviation. Okay, stay right there. And then I would move again in my own Ashi Sabaki, you see? And he would keep moving forward. And it got more, do you see? You fell a little past it. There you go. And I would turn again. And he would move forward more. And you get more rotation, do you see? And you would turn again, and he'd be going forward more, and then you got the full rotation. Okay? So we'll go here. Face me. And we're doing Katate Dori. I'm bringing him around. I come around not to pull him, but just to stop the head as he's going forward and keep my rotation going. And then he falls. It does not matter if you're right on, close with your elbow anchored, because you're not shoving him down. You're just holding it and continually turning, keep going forward as he goes. So it does not matter if your arm is anchored or if it's long. He keeps going, doesn't matter. In terms of the Kazushi, it may matter in terms of whether you stayed in his back or not. Go forward. See, I'm staying in the back. We'll do the arm long. And I usually take one more tenkan to stay in the back as opposed to here. One more tension. All right, let's. All right, let's try that Kazushi, the second one, the energetic engine, not the material external fulcrum lever engine. Let's go. Okay, so that was an explanation of the engine that you're using and the engine you're not using. Now you start asking and answering, well, how did you get the engine in place, okay? Well, the first thing is it has to be done internally. So the first internal engine that you have, let's face the other way because the camera's on the other side. Face that way, okay? The first one is your adhesion here. So you're not grabbing it, you're not doing a Vulcan mind meld, you're not fish hooking him, you're not grabbing the collar, okay? You're just here. This is your adhesion. And you are matching his yang energy. When you match his yang energy, which is generated here in this case, the gravitational pull on his mass, his inertia and momentum, which is going straight. So that means laterally, there's a yang energy stopping the lateralness there. And I have to match the yang energy. And when I match the yang, keep your, don't be limpy, okay? Keep the matches yang energy. And then what happens, Aiki happens, and then this gets stuck. So if I'm loose and he goes forward, he just slips off. And if I'm hard like this, he slips off again too. But if I'm just matching his, you feel it? There's a little stuckness. I open my fingers so you can see it. It's energetic, it's not anatomical. So energetic, he goes and I'm stuck on that hand. So you need that to do what I'm doing. Once you have that, because you have inertia and momentum working against his falling, the yang value goes up, which means at the Aiki adhesion, there's a lot of energy, there's way more friction than even here just standing still where he tries to go. That's why it's easier to get adhesion, Aiki adhesion, at more intense levels, and it requires more skill at softer levels, which is the inverse of what most people think. It's like it gets easier to do the internal at the higher energetic levels, okay? So you have to start with that adhesion, but as he continues to go forward, your adhesion now starts to work in contrast to the outward pulling energy. So because you're taking on a curve, your centrifugal energy is your yang energy, and your adhesion is your centripetal energy, and you're matching that at a higher yang value. Got it? Everyone with me? So as he starts to go forward, it increases. You feel how it got more sticky on you. As I'm trying to turn him with this engine, as he tries to go forward, see how it bit into your skin more. And he goes, and the more I take it on a turn, you feel how it got tighter. You see that? You feel that? Okay. That's what you have to do. Go back. You want that, and so that means that you cannot stop him. So you can't go here, he's stopped, because now all you have is that lower Aiki value. You don't want that. You want to do it when he's moving, which is also what is martially viable. The uke who stopped is the adversary who countered. He has to keep moving. So I'm moving him and I'm moving him, and he should be now in that curve. Not here, stop, and then I go. This is now something different. Move him, and into the curve he goes. Okay? To do this, you have to reconcile the cardinal direction opposition. So right now, I'm at 12, he's at 6 o'clock. You never, this is part of your Kihon Waza training, you never keep 12-6 opposition and then do your technique. It's not going to work. You're given, per the prescription, a 12-6 opposition, but part of your training is that you're going to undo it. So watch where I irimi. We already said when. I don't irimi here. That's now contrary energy to him. So I'm going to take him on a curve, and then I move inside that circle, boom, here. For simplicity's sake, we'll keep him still. Your irimi is at the 90 behind him. Not at the 90 antagonistic to his 12-6 direction. Keep it moving this way. All right, let's try it.